Alright, what's good, YouTube? Let's get straight into it. I just completed the 100 of this. They have to complete for the challenges. I cleared out majority of my 80. I cleared out majority of the 80s to the 85. So for the most part, I shouldn't really have any issues with getting a lot of dupes. At least like until halfway in, I should probably keep saying I'm not gonna get a bunch of dupes. The only dupe I'm gonna get is from like 86 or up, which seems to be what I would like to get, because I would like to complete as much as I can of that new SBC that requires just an 85 and 86 squad with 2 team of the weeks. Only because that's probably like one of the cheapest SBC you could probably do right now. Yeah, that's probably like one of the cheapest SBCs you could do right now. Is it worth it? Who knows? But I might just do a couple, just to do a couple. Fuck it, why not? Doing those team of the weeks is a bit annoying though. But yeah, and then I guess for another video, I am gonna open up the rewards for this SBC. Well, for the challenge. But I'm gonna wait a little bit on the new promo, whatever the new promo is, because the rewards you have to claim them in like a couple of days, or how many? Like, well, I think 14 days, something like that. So I'm gonna do a video where I'm gonna open up all the rewards just to see if it's worth. Well, yeah, it's worth completing this SBC regardless. All you need is freaking gold commons. Even though the only source of gold commons you have is on the daily gold common upgrade, which is 5 bronzes and 5 silvers, and there are provision packs. So even though you don't get much silvers, obviously, I think there's what 25 rare golds and 15 gold commons, right? I think that's what it is. So for the most part, you don't really get much gold commons, but I was able to complete it. And I was able to do it, and like I said, for a video, I'm definitely gonna open up the rewards and see if it's worth it. Opening up all the rewards and just to see if it's worth it or not. So we'll see. That'll be it for another video. As of right now, I have not played a single game in about like how many like I have not played a single game in about like 2 months, damn near now. Like I have not played. I just started doing the SBCs. I don't think nobody's here to even watch me play anyways. So yeah, well, I'm just gonna keep doing SBCs as much as possible. At least I'm back being slightly a little bit slightly a little bit like active and whatnot. Give me 1 second. And yeah, for the most part, I don't expect to get much out of these out of this SBC. I mean, it's 5 times 80s. For the most part, this is good to just rebuild fodder, which I got rid of majority all my 80s through 85s. I got rid of them. Just I said fuck it, why not? And like I said, mainly a lot of the fodder that I get, I'm a use to redo the team of the weeks, because obviously team of the weeks is needed for everything. And like I said, I'm gonna complete the other SBC, and I'm gonna try to see how much, because it's repeatable, right? Yeah, it's repeatable, so I can pretty much do them a lot. Obviously, I'm not gonna waste all my fodder on it, but I think with how long is that challenge? How long is that SBC up for? Let's say it's up for a week. I could potentially do 15 and open up all 15 and see if it's even like worth even doing or worth even. Yeah, so we'll see. There's a couple things I'm gonna do. Obviously, I might do a part two on the 50. The one that I did yesterday, the summer tournament, 1 out of 3. I'm gonna do 50 of those as well. Maybe tomorrow, today. Because what I'm doing right now is I'm recording it, making it, and I just upload it in the morning tomorrow. So that's kind of what I've been doing right now. So yeah, I'm just keep, like I said, keep dropping content as much as I can, as much as I can, and make guys, what the fuck, and make sure you guys are drinking your water, because man, this heat. I don't know where y'all at. Y'all probably from all around, all across America. You know what? My fault. I'm just tired. But yeah, I don't know where you guys are from, but this heat. all across America is no joke. It is no joke. So make sure that boy stay hydrated. Make sure y'all boys drink your water. Cause this shit is no joke. And then the semifinals starts on Tuesday and Wednesday, which I'm excited. I'm excited. Even though I would be a bit sad after the World Cup ends, cause like, what else are we gonna have? I don't really watch basketball to begin with. I don't watch American football to begin with. I really only watch football, like the actual football, soccer. That's all I watch for the most part when it comes to sport. And UFC. Obviously, I don't know if you guys seen the UFC yesterday, but Lord, the co-main event and the main event. It's not a bad thing that it ended so fast, especially with the Paddy Pimblin. Like that's a good way to win. Like you're making a statement winning like that. You're making a statement like with the Conor McGregor. I think Conor McGregor should just. I don't know what to really say about him, but I think he needs to give up. Honestly, like at the end of the day, he is a money attraction. So no matter what, having Conor McGregor fight anybody is gonna bring you money. I feel like it won't make you as much money as it would have, just because I feel like the name Conor McGregor kind of has been going downhill. I mean, I think from what I heard, he's heading towards a better path, which is 100% perfect for him. But regardless, Conor McGregor is gonna make you money, not as much as he would have made you, as much as he made. Not me stumbling on my words and shit. But yeah, I just felt bad. Not really, but it sucks that he broke his or whatever, messed up his leg or tore his ACL, whatever they did. Like, I feel bad for anybody that put money on there on that fight. Y'all lost hella money, man. Y'all lost hella money. No lie, like y'all lost hella money. I'm sorry to hear that for you guys. Mm. But regardless, the UFC was cool, and also did suck that it was during the same time of the Argentina versus Switzerland game. Even though I kind of do agree with some people that the Switzerland versus Argentina game was a bit boring, at least from the first like I don't know. I feel like the first 90 minutes was definitely boring, and then Argentina turned up in extra time. But I don't know. But like I said, hope Argentina does have a very tough challenge next game on Wednesday versus England. So hopefully they can bring 89 and 88. Like I said, for the most part for this SBC, you're just gonna rebuild fodder. You're just gonna rebuild fodder. Like that's all it is. Like, and at least the good thing is you'll get a bunch of gold rares, right? You could use a see look 90s and for the most part you're gonna use up most of your gold rares for either the summer tournament or for the 84 times 2. And like I said, the 84 times 2 is just to rebuild fodder. If you're trying to get promo cards of the 84 times 2, you're not gonna see much. Even though you do get 2 players, you you wouldn't really be. I'll definitely say you'll see more promo cards on the 83 plus. You'll definitely will see way much more promo cards compared to the 84 times 2. Obviously, the 84 times 2 requires 6 gold rares, and the 83 plus requires only 4. So using 2 extra. Yeah, so like I said, I definitely am gonna do a part 2 of 50. Like I said, I want to do 100, but it'll be hard to keep track unless like I'm physically or actively counting 1, 2. Well, the reason why I said that is because after 50 for the player picks, they stop. They stop. So it'll be hard for me to kind of keep track unless I'm counting them. And honestly, I don't feel like counting them. That's too much. Like after 50, at least I don't feel like counting them and keeping track of them. But I don't know. Maybe you guys will like. I could do 100. Or I could just do like a part 1 and part 2, 50, and then 50 again. I'll see. I'll see. The reason why it's a bit more difficult for me to do those, 100 of those, is because when you have a player pick, you cannot open up packs. So it'll be hard for me to open up like packs that required to have gold rares in them, just because it wouldn't let me. I guess what I could do too is clear up a majority of my SBC storage. Have a bunch of gold rares saved in there, and then just start pop, 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 and then do the player picks just so I have more gold rares. I don't know. I'll see. Maybe depending on if people are even caring to watch FIFA anymore, because the game has been dying down. Let's be honest, the game has been dying down. So I don't think nobody really cares. But we'll see. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do. Like I said, I just want to make more videos as much as possible. Like I said, I can be a little bit more active now. So the World Cup is dying down. This is already coming to its end, and I kind of have more free time. Obviously, I didn't upload for like a week or two just because I was traveling. And I was just enjoying life to a certain extent, and then I got sick when I came back. So for the most part, I've just been trying to upload as much as possible. I don't know, and I don't really watch much YouTube to begin with. Especially like I don't really watch FIFA videos. Like I use like a month back or less. I will watch like Nick run the foot market. He hasn't even uploaded FIFA content anymore. Nepenthes, I feel like not that I like watching Nepenthes, but I would just like kind of hear his opinions on the SBCs, the evolutions. I never really care for his opinion. Like I never, because I don't really care for the evolutions to begin with. The SBCs, I kind of care to hear about that and kind of hear some of his takes of like the game itself. Like, and, sometimes I don't really agree with what he says. And on top of that, he's a hard, super hard. He's a hardcore Arsenal fan. Well, I think he's a hardcore Arsenal fan, but he's an Arsenal fan. So I feel like his bias. I don't want to see Sorloth ever again, but his biases, I feel like it do be kicking in with the Arsenal. Like, but yeah, I used to watch Nepenthes just to kind of like hear his opinion about the game, SBCs and whatnot. But yeah, but back to the game that I was saying. Argentina versus England on Wednesday, and then Spain versus France on Tuesday. Spain versus France. Honestly, I would say I will have to say France. It's just like it's France. Like, come on, bro. Like, shout out to Spain. First of all, talk about Spain. Lamine Yamal has not been the main man at all. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. He has not been the main man at all. At all. Um, who has been showing out for Spain the last two games has been Mikel, the dude that plays for Arsenal now. He's been showing out the last two games. He literally scored the game winners, if I'm not mistaken. And then before him, the dude that plays for Real Sociedad, the dude with the OZYWXQ, that dude with that name, he's been showing out for Spain. Lamine Yamal has not been doing nothing for Spain. Not that he hasn't been necessarily doing anything, but like scoring goals and assisting. Yeah, I just feel like Lamine Yamal hasn't really showed out. He just was it him right there? He hasn't really showed out lately. If I'm being honest with you guys, but and France, come on, man, France is just like it's just that team. Like it's just that team. Like come on, bro. Like France is just that team. So would I like Spain to go to the final? Yeah, I wouldn't mind them going to the finals, and the reason why I would prefer Spain to go to the finals, it will be because I would like Argentina to be in the finals. And the reason why I say that is because Argentina versus Spain is a much more better opponent for Argentina versus them playing versus France. And they already played France in the finals, and it was a close game. The France that is playing now is a completely different France from the last World Cup. It's a completely different squad, like completely different squad. So who I think realistically is gonna win out of France versus Spain? Realistically, France. Can Spain potentially maybe do something? Yeah, I feel like a lot of the games has been at least the last two games have been quite close. I mean, Portugal is not necessarily like an easy team to beat. Obviously, it's never an easy team to beat, but they beat them pretty. They beat them in a very close match, and then they just played against Belgium. And honestly, the second goal, I felt like could the goalkeeper held it? Yeah. Did he? No. Did that maybe affect him to lose? Maybe, but you never know. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really too convinced on Spain, so I think France should most likely beat them. The only trouble the game France had was versus Paraguay, and Paraguay, like how people have been saying, been playing harambal. So yeah, all right. Anyways, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna clear out the storage, and I'll be back. All right, we back YouTube. I ended up clearing out my FBC storage for the most part. Um, I was able to craft about what, maybe 4 or 5 team of the weeks just off the SBC. 5. I was able to craft 5 just based off of the SBC storage getting full. I should have probably cleared out my actual club. Wait, what? Did I just glitch? Or did I open the wrong thing? Oh, open the wrong thing. Oops, my bad. Opened up the wrong thing. Damn. See, I probably should have crafted another one of these, so this could have been up ahead. I don't want that one. You know what? It's okay though. I was able to craft some of these and some of those. I was able to craft some of the team of the weeks. I mean, 84 times 2. But for the most part, we're gonna skip past this. I'm gonna make sure to not open up any of those other ones. If I do have trouble opening them up, just because they're not ahead, I'm gonna open. I'm gonna do another one of them to put it up ahead. But back to what I was saying though about the Argentina game. I mean, no. I was saying France versus Spain. France should 100% beat them. Okay. Now England versus Argentina. England. Jude Bellingham has honestly, again. Oh, you know what? I'll be right back. You know what? I'm gonna do it here live in the video. My apologies, guys. I'm just gonna craft one real quick just so we can have this one up ahead. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Am I gonna edit this out? Maybe not, maybe so, never know. Let me just be quiet and do this real quick. Just to have one up ahead, and I'll make sure to not open it up. Okay, back to the scheduled video. Make sure to not open up one, just so it's not an extra one. Does it matter? No, but whatever. Okay, now we got this back up ahead. What I was saying versus the England squad. Honestly, Harry Kane hasn't really been. At least the last game, it was all Jude Bellingham. Bellingham, Jude Bellingham. I don't know. Probably pronouncing that wrong. But Jude Bellingham has probably been their best player in the last 2 games. If Harry Kane can turn up versus Argentina, yeah, G's in the chat. Argentina is gonna get up out of here. Now, out of all these teams here, what team is the most passionate, the most would die for their badge? Is Argentina. I don't think nobody can deny that. Out of the last 4 remaining teams, Argentina is the team where they would die for that badge. They would literally die for Messi. So they're gonna possibly do everything in their willpower to get to that final. Cause let's be realistic, right? Out of out of the 4 last remaining teams, and this is me being realistic. Yeah, I could agree or disagree. Argentina team not like how the team's performing. Player base wise, Argentina probably has the weakest team out of those 4. Player base wise. Yeah, I could correct me or like I said, which one of those teams have the greatest players of all time? The best player of all time, whatever you want to call it, Argentina. But we're talking about player per players. I think majority of the France team, Spain team, and England team, a lot of these freaking players from Argentina, the talent pool, whatever you want to call it, was way less compared to the other fours. The difference of Argentina literally, and this is not even Argentina, so this is like a South American thing. They play with passion. They play and put their heart on the line. And I think that's a fact what I'm saying. Like Argentina is probably the weakest side out of the last four remaining teams. France right now is literally the best team in the world right now. I don't think nobody's gonna disagree. France is the best team right now in the world. Like if I was to put a list of the last four remaining teams, France number one, and if I'm being completely quite frank with you guys, England, Argentina, and Spain are kind of all in the same bubble because majority of their last two games have been quite close, quite close. Now, who necessarily had a comfortable lead or comfortable victory, or I guess you want to call it? I'll probably have to say, I'll probably have to say Spain. Because the Denver versus Portugal, it was a close game, but towards the end, after they scored, they didn't really have much trouble. Even with the last game versus Belgium, did they get maybe a bit lucky? Yeah, because of the goalkeeper's errors. I think it was England, and I've said this to a couple people. England should like. I'm sorry to like. Look. Shout out to all the Mexicans. That's also my DNA. But England should have comfortably beat Mexico. I know it's the Azteca. I like, and I know passion, and okay, I get that. But let's keep it real. No team from the Concacaf um, region is ever gonna win the World Cup. Like, and I think you could put money on that. Two World Cups from now, you could literally put money on that. No Concacaf team is gonna win the World Cup. The last time a CONCACAF team made it the furthest or had like the biggest run was in 2014 with Costa Rica, and they lost in a penalty shootout with Netherlands. The iconic goal switch. You remember when they switched the goalkeepers? But Costa Rica literally had the best run CONCACAF, if I mean for CONCACAF history, and I think that's a fact. That's a fact. Mexico is Mexico probably the best team from CONCACAF? I would definitely say Mexico is much more better than the USA. I would, I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. I don't know how you guys feel about that opinion, but I feel like Mexico, as of right now, has definitely been a much more better team than the USA. The USA has, I would say, much more players that are playing for European clubs and whatnot. But Mexico does have that passion. They do play dirty. They do play hard. So yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, Concacaf for Concacaf to win a World Cup, it would take a lot. Has an Asian team? I don't. Has an African team or an Asian team ever won the World Cup? Not that I could think of. I think for the most part, it's just been South Americans and Europeans. Yeah, right. France, Germany, Italy. England has one, but I'm not even gonna count England honestly. Like, who even remembers that? You know what? It's all good though. But I'm gonna have to clear my SBC storage out again, so I will be right back. All right, YouTube, be back. I have to clear out the SBC storage, and I pretty much did. I'm gonna show you what I kind of did with majority of the SBC storage. I'll show you guys after I'm done. But yeah, I don't remember where I left off at, but for the most part, does it really matter? No, we're about to close into the video anyways. Is the game dying? Wait, I have a question for you guys. Is the game dying? Like, I know the game is basically already at its end cycle, so I feel like the game has been dying. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I think everybody's team by now, especially even people that got the game for free because of PS Plus, I feel like everybody's team as of right now should be pretty much good, up to date for the most part, depending on like how much people have been actually playing the game to begin with. I have not played the game in a minute, so my team is pretty much the same. Like pretty much the same. Like there's not really much from my team, honestly. Um, and like I said, I don't have any plans to play the game. Like besides doing SBCs, which is pretty much like it's pretty much chill to do them. Like just hear music, watch an episode. Ooh, right now I've been watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I kind of been watching that show pretty fast because I'm already on season two, episode 19 or 20. I think I'm already on episode 20. Damn, I think I'm already on the last episode for the season already. Damn, that's kind of sad. Cause like I don't know what I'm gonna watch after I'm done with that show. Cause for the most part, what I watch is animated shows. What I mean by animated shows is more like I guess you could say like adult cartoons. I guess like the best way to put it, adult cartoons is usually what I be watching. Just cause it's funny, it's short, it's simple, and it's just relaxing. At least for me personally, it's just relaxing to watch. Like it's relaxing. So it's kind of what I've been watching for the most part. Before I ended up watching the last Avatar, the Last Airbender, I was watching BoJack Horseman, and that was also a pretty good show. So, if anybody even watched this or even made it this far in the episode, is there any animated shows that you guys will recommend and that is actually pretty good? Yeah, if you guys have any, just let me know. I mean, for the most part, I kind of just go on Google and see like a show that seems to have like good ratings or a show that's like listed. Cause I don't know where exactly did I see it, but it was one website, like a pretty known website. Yeah, known website where they do like reviews and whatnot. It's the same website that I seen that they had. What was it? I think they had The Godfather as like number one or number two. So it seems like a reliable, trusted source. So I ended up watching the Avatar, The Last Airbender, based from that review. And honestly, that show has been worth it. Like it has been worth it. I'm not really a movie guy just because it's like way too long. Like for me to just sit there and watch it without getting distracted. Like so, yeah. For the most part, I like to watch shows. I probably if they do have an Avatar movie, I might watch it honestly. Okay, we got two more left because I have to do the two extra them. I had to do two extra so they can be up top instead of me scrolling through the storage. I mean, through the my whatever rule. You know what I mean. Anyways, the last one. Obviously, did we expect any like promo card? No, we did not even expect anything. But like I said, for the most part, it's to regain fodder and stuff like that. So let me show you what I guys did. What I did with that fodder. So right, was completing 100 of those. For example, right, I opened up two of these bags in it. So I did like about maybe like I don't know 6 or so of them. I did 11 team of the weeks, which I'll be good for about like 2 or 3 days. And I did some of these right here. I'm gonna probably do, like I said, I'm gonna try to do as much as I can of these. And yeah, anyway, that's the end of the video. And like I said, for another video, I'm gonna open up these right here. Like I said, since I finished it, but I'm gonna save this. It expires in 10 days. I'm probably gonna do it depending on what the next promo is. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Talk to you guys soon, and bye bye.